Hello students, welcome to the Narayana Digital Classes. Today we will be solving the assignment number 25 on the topic solutions. Let's move on to the assignment. Here the first question, the question is the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution is directly proportional to the, right? So before going to the question, we need to know about the what is osmotic pressure. What is osmotic pressure, right? So in osmosis process, the solvent will move towards the solution. The solvent will move towards the solution through the semi-permeable membrane. Through the semi-permeable membrane. So the excess of pressure which apply on the solution, to stop the osmosis process, to stop the movement of the solvent to the solution. So this excess of pressure is called as osmotic pressure. Clear? So here when you apply osmotic pressure, what will happen? The movement of the solvent will stop. The movement of the solvent will stop. Then the ionic concentration will be same. The ionic concentration will be same. We know the osmotic pressure formula, that is pi equal to I into CRT. I into CRT. So here I is what have factor? C is concentration. C equal to concentration. C equal to concentration. If you observe carefully, so here if you apply the osmotic pressure, the osmosis process will stop. That means the solvent won't move to the solution. Then what happen? The ionic concentration will be remains constant. If you apply more pressure, the ionic concentration will be increased. If you apply less pressure, the ionic concentration will be decreased. So we can say that the osmotic pressure of a dilute solution is directly proportional to the ionic concentration. So the correct option is the second option. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Here the second question, the question is a perfectly semi-permeable membrane when used to separate a solution from its solvent permits through the passage of, right? So we know that in osmosis process we can use a semi-permeable membrane, that is, if you see this picture, this red color sheet is the semi-permeable membrane. Generally Semi-permeable membrane is a thin sheet or thin film which can allows the passage of solvent. Right? So this semi-permeable membrane allows this solvent, not the solute particle. The solute particle won't move from one side to another side. This semi-permeable membrane only allows the passage of solvent. So this semi-permeable membrane generally occurs in naturally. So it's an animal or vegetable plant thin sheet or thin film, right? So according to question, a perfectly semi-permeable membrane. So a perfectly semi-permeable membrane, this one, a perfectly semi-permeable membrane, this red color thin sheet, when used to separate a solution, this one is the solution from its solvent. This one is the solvent. From its solvent through the passage of. So this semi-permeable membrane only allows the passage of solvent, not the solute, right? So the correct option is solvent only. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Here the question is the flow of solvent from pure solvent or from solution of lower concentration into solution of higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane is? Right? The question is, here there are two solutions. One is concentrated solution, another one is diluted solution. So for example, if you take, these are the two solutions. These are the two solutions. So this one is the concentrated solution, this one is the diluted solution. So first one is concentrated solution. First one is this one is the concentrated solution. So concentrated solution, this one is dilute solution. So when you see the concentrated and dilute solution, in concentrated solution, the solute percentage, high amount of solute is present in concentrated solution. So the red color is the solute particle. The red color is solute particle. These blue color circles are solvent particles. When you see the dilute solution, solvent present is more amount and solute present is less amount, right? So through the semi-permeable membrane, the solvent which is present in the dilute solution is moved to the concentrated solution. The solvent which is present in the dilute solution is moved towards the concentrated solution to reduce the concentration of the concentrated solution. So this semi-permeable membrane only allows the passage of solvent, not the solute. So this complete process is called as osmosis. This complete process is called as osmosis. This one, osmosis. In osmosis process, we can separate two solution which has the concentrated and dilute solution. In dilute solution, the pure solvent will be moved towards the concentrated solution. That these two solutions are separated by semi-permeable membrane. That membrane only allows the pure solvent to the another side, right? So if you see this picture, the pure solvent has reduced in this dilute solution, but the solute particles are remain same. If you see here, solute particles are 6, here also 6, but in this case the solvent is increased and the concentration has decreased, right? So this complete process is called as osmosis. So the correct option is the first option. Clear? Let's move on to the next question. Here the next question, the question is, which among the following show maximum osmotic pressure? So they have given 4 molecules, 4 solutions, 1 molar NaCl and 1 molar MgCl2, 1 molar NH4PO4 and 1 molar Na2SO4 solution, right? So among these solution, which solution has a high osmotic pressure? So we know the formula for the high osmotic pressure. The osmotic pressure pi equal to ICRT. ICRT. So I is want half factor, and C equal to concentration, R equal to gas constant, and T equal to temperature. Right? So here if you observe, each and every solution concentration is same. Each and every solution concentration is same, that is 1 molar, right? That is 1 molar. Clear? And R is the gas constant and temperature is the same, that is at room temperature. For example, this is 27 degrees centigrade. Now, how can we find which of the following has more osmotic pressure? So that is completely depend on want half factor, that is I. So for each and every ion, want half factor is 1. An ion contain want half factor is I equal to 1. So for example, if you see NaCl will dissociate into Na plus Cl minus, right? So this want half factor is 1 and this want half factor is 1. So the total want half factor equal to 2. Right? Clear? So when you see the another one, MgCl2. MgCl2 will dissociate Mg2 plus 2Cl minus. So this has I equal to 1 and this has I equal to 1, but there is 2Cl is there, so the want half factor of total is 3. Want half factor of total is 3 for the MgCl2. When you come to the third option, that is NH4 thrice and PO4. So this will dissociate into NH4 plus 3 NH4 plus PO4 3 minus. So the total want half factor for this molecule is 4. And the last one, Na2SO4, that is 2Na plus SO4 2 minus. So the total want half factor for this molecule is 3. So now we have find the all molecules want half factor. So first the NaCl contain want half factor 2 and MgCl2 contain want half factor 3 and NH4 thrice PO4 want half factor is 4 and Na2SO4 want half factor is 3, right? So among the following, the solution which has highest want half factor, that has the highest osmotic pressure. So according to these want half factor values, the NH4 thrice PO4 has the highest osmotic pressure. So the correct option is third option, because that NH4 thrice PO4 contain want half factor is highest, that is 4. This one. Clear? Let's move on to the next problem. Here the question, find the osmotic pressure of M/20 solution of urea at 27 degrees centigrade. So we know that formula for the osmotic pressure, pi equal to I CRT. Pi equal to I CRT. So here I is want half factor, for urea want half factor is 1 and concentration they have given M/20, that is equal to 0.05 molar concentration. Clear? Next, R is equal to gas constant, that is 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin. Clear? Next, temperature. How much temperature they have given? The temperature is 27 degrees centigrade. So 27 degrees centigrade plus 273. We have to always take the temperature in terms of Kelvin. So 300 Kelvin. Right? Now substitute these values in this formula, we will get the answer. So pi equal to I value 1 into, so what is the concentration? 0.05 moles. 0.05 moles and R equal to 8.314 joule mole Kelvin. This we can write, this we can written as in atmosphere 0.814 liter atmosphere Kelvin. Liter per atmosphere and Kelvin inverse. Clear? And into into 0.814 into the temperature 300 K. So if you solve this, you will get the osmotic pressure 1.231 atmosphere. 1.231 atmosphere. So the final osmotic pressure of the solution which has the concentration M/20 is 1.231 atmosphere. So the correct option is second option. Clear? So with this, I come to the end of the session. Thank you very much.